Hello and welcome to our science project about a new scientific idea to revolutionise society.
We have accumulated some ideas which could help solve some major environmental issues.
Our names are Amelia,
Lauren,
Daniel
And Shivam, and together we are Newton's fourth law.
we felt it was important to address a major problem in the world with our idea in order to really make a difference. So we chose to address a problem that affects just over 3 billion people on planet Earth, something so vital to our survival yet is missed out on by nearly half the world's population.
We are of course referring to the problem of water. The interesting thing about water is that it only has an RFM of 18. Generally, a substance of water's mass would be a gas at room temperature like CO2.
However, it is a liquid because it has very strong intermolecular forces, meaning it takes a lot of energy to overcome them.
This demonstration shows how by disrupting the intermolecular forces using propanol, we can change the properties of water, in this case causing the spring to sink to the bottom.
Our idea utilises this unusual property of water and means less energy is wasted during boiling.
only 2.5% of all water on Earth is fresh, and 1 in 10 people don't have access to safe water. In addition, 65% of the world's energy production involves boiling water in a process that is only 40% efficient and produces pollutants. To tackle this problem, we will start with something as small as nanoparticles.
Our idea is using nanoparticles to produce steam at low energy levels. If we can produce steam so efficiently, we can solve many of the problems facing society today. Nanoparticles range from 1 to 100 nanometers in size and are made by taking molecules of simple salts and building up the nanoparticles atom by atom. This is known as the bottom-up approach.
The nanoparticles are placed in water and sunlight or UV rays are shone at. In this focused light, the nanoparticles become very hot very quickly. Only the water around the nanoparticles evaporates, meaning the energy is not wasted on heating up the rest of the water. This forms a nanobubble that rises to the surface, releasing steam, and the particle falls back into the vessel, restarting the process. Only a small area, therefore, needs to reach 100 degrees Celsius, so energy is not wasted on breaking the strong intermolecular forces that were shown in the earlier demo.
Consequently, the process is very efficient at around 85%. The silver nanoparticles have a diameter shorter than the wavelength of visible light. This allows them to absorb most of a wave's light energy. This is why we use silver nanoparticles, as they are extremely absorbent, so are perfect for the process.
Our idea can contribute to dealing with two of society's largest and most threatening issues, a lack of clean water and the continued use of non-renewable polluting fuels. Poor sanitation can cost countries up to 7.2% of their GDP, and $260 billion is lost globally due to the lack of safe water and sanitation. Shockingly, a child dies from a water-related disease every 90 seconds. There is no denying that clean water is one of society's most pressing problems.
Moreover, water is globally used in the production of electricity, where the combustion of fossil fuels heats water. But because of water's strong intermolecular forces, approximately 60% of the fuel's energy is wasted. The fossil fuels themselves are running out as a result, with coal and oil predicted to only last a further 50 years. Thus, the generation of electricity is another huge problem for society.
Imagine if we could solve both of these massive issues in a single process. Our idea has the ability to do exactly that. The nanoparticle process can be used to purify water because only the water molecules around the nanoparticle are boiled off. Furthermore, using renewable solar energy means we can conserve fossil fuels and is much more efficient due to their concentrated energy.
As you can see, our process will have unrivaled economic and societal benefits. However, there is a drawback. When ethanol or other solutes are in the water, the process can produce water that is only 95 to 99% pure, thus meaning it is not safe as pesticides may still be present.
However, yet again nanoparticles come to our aid. When silver nanoparticles and the pesticides are in water, the silver transfers electrons to the pesticides, which results in the pesticides being broken down into harmless components. As a result, this process can be combined with the boiling process to produce 100% pure water using minimal energy.
To recap, more than 1.5 billion people die or suffer from water-related diseases per year, whilst an estimated $500 billion is spent on non-renewable electricity. Two of society's most widespread issues potentially solved with one revolutionary discovery. Surely there is no current scientific research that could be as brilliant as these nanoparticles.
It is therefore imperative that we capitalise on the outstanding potential of the idea in order to wipe out not one, but two major global problems that currently plague our society. We are positive that our idea could provide the answer and change the lives of millions.